We had
That's
14.6% of the entries, so 15% of the entries. We had three guys, depending on how you want to work the stats, in the top 9, top 10, or top 11. Four guys in the top 12 or
mhm,
top 15. It was a very, very respectable and proportionate showing by the Live Golf players. Um,
mhm.
and exactly what's expected. We didn't have three of the top four like last year, which was really cool. But we had Bryson contending the whole time, Cam and Hatton looking like they could make a
Yeah.
charge on Sunday and coming up a little short. It was really cool. It was just sad to me to see what Jim Nantz did as the players walked to the 16th tee. I mean, a legendary broadcaster who's going to probably go down as one of the best ever, tarnish his own career with something as petty as pointing out that the top 5 on the leaderboard they were showing, which also include Tommy Fleetwood, who was finished, were all PGA Tour players. And the comments through social media, unfortunately, didn't flatter Jim Nantz from the people who weren't true, like PGA Tour fanboy type people. They were horrible, and it sucked to me that Jim Nantz did that, because the Masters is above that. I've always held Jim Nantz in a regard way above something that petty, and he did it, and it was not that long after the Jim Nantz narrated the most heartfelt farewell, if you will, to the retiring Sean McManus. Sean McManus, who's the CEO of was the CEO of the chairman of CBS Sports. This was his last Masters, and it was something so near and dear to him. I only met him once. He was a great guy. He was so revered in the industry. And Sean McManus's dad is one of the top 2 or 3 all-time legendary network sportscasters in Jim McKay. You go Jim McKay, Vin Scully, Keith Jackson, and I always thought Jim Nantz was going to be amongst those people, but not Jim McKay would have never stooped to Jim Nantz doing what he did to try and point out his loyalty to the PGA Tour. It really put a damper on the whole day after CBS and Sellerside did such a great job of presenting the Masters the way the Masters Tournament Committee demands and wants that it be presented, which is above all the fray, above all the politics. They did a great job of it. And it just we come all the way down to 3 holes to go on Sunday, and I'm just absolutely beside myself when he said that.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, as I mentioned before, but I've always and still do respect Jim Nantz, and he's such a role model in terms of the broadcast space. He's so good and so talented, and I really, like you said, he certainly is going to be one of the best, right?
You
And I
read
just,
about it though. You saw all the comments. It was yeah,
I
it was
did,
just like
yeah,
it was,
I
I mean,
did.
from the people who were huge fans, and I consider myself a fan of Jim Nantz. I've only worked with him a couple times, and he was very gracious to me when I did meet him, and very selfless. But it was like I thought you, of all people, were above that. I could understand others doing it. I could understand me pointing it out in favor of Live against PGA Tour, uh, but he's Jim fucking Nantz, for crying out loud. That's just so far below him, so far, and he did it last year when Dustin Johnson hit it into the crosswalk and making fun of our broadcast partner, which is in 125 million homes, the same as CBS in America. Well, he hit it into the CW there, the crosswalk.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
it
yeah, that's
just, I
right. I
don't,
forgot about
yeah,
that. Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's sad. I'm sure,
yeah.
sure it made his friends
Mm,
happy.
yeah.